Nah, I won't fall anymore, don't worry. Okay, anyway.
Don't fall anymore.
I'm Scan. He's Alexis, my co-commentator for this run, even though it's just like a record and not like a marathon or something. So yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Today, outlast 100%, collect 62 notes and documents, and yeah, that's it. Also a lot of glitches, because that's cool.
Yeah, lots of glitches, lots of out of bounds, lots of skips.
Big. And we're gonna start right now.
That's the first note of the run.
Yep.
Notes are things you record with your camera. Documents are things you pick up. There's 31 of each. And we're gonna try our best to get all of them.
And don't forget
so this
anyone.
is a small little skip we can do here. It skips climbing up some scaffolding.
Nice.
And this is the first skip of the run. This is a window skip.
And I failed it.
So, and you failed it.
We're just gonna go inbound, I guess.
So, normally there's some really fancy jumps you can do there, and that in the level loads in around you, and you can skip running through these few rooms.
But the level, yeah. I mean, it didn't load, I had to write through, but it's kinda wrenchy if it closes or not.
Yeah, it didn't load in. It's okay, that doesn't lose too much time.
Yeah, it's like 5 seconds.
So this is the first big glitch of the run. This is a door hop. So doors in this game are really broken. They're really, really broken. You can get out of bounds anywhere in this game by using a door.
Yeah, basically if you just open a door and jump on it while it's open, like you climb on it, and the devs were like, well, players won't go like on a door, so why would we put collision here? But we can. So just like super broken.
Yeah, so a lot of the ceilings and the top of walls don't have collision, so you can just walk through them.
And here I used like another door to do like to reduce my hitbox, and with my small hitbox I can just like go through the wall by holding against it. It's like really dumb.
Yeah, so when you hold a door in this game, your hitbox shrinks to a very small size, and when you stay close to walls, your hitbox never grows back to full size again, and you can use that to load the level and fall out of bounds.
And here it was like kind of weird one way. You do it by like closing a door. You can do that on every door for some reason.
Yeah, you can do it on every door in the game.
And here,
this door hop can be a bit finicky.
Yeah, here I door hop to.
We do that, skip getting a key card.
And also like it skips getting the note I got out of one at the beginning. You don't have to do a detour for it.
Yeah, we just recorded that note out of bounds earlier when we did that first door hop. You might have missed it.
Yep. It was kind
of
of
So here we got another skip coming up here. This is called Chris Skip. This is really hard.
I just call it basement out of bounds.
Well, it's Chris Skip, basement out of bounds, whatever.
Here I click right to try to manipulate him. It's not like crush me. Okay, I got it.
Nice.
So here, if I'm lucky, it doesn't fall into basement with me, and it may have did. Okay, it's not here. Sometimes Chris just like come with you into basement for some reason, and you have like to flee. But
yeah, you can get really unlucky, and he'll be in your path, and he'll chase you in the basement when you're trying to do the skip. And it's really annoying.
You can try to back it up with a door clip. There's another glitch. Fuck. But
yeah, door clip is another glitch. We're gonna see a few of those in this run.
And here I'm getting the wall right to just like go to the beginning of the basement because I can't go normally because the door isn't open.
Yeah, the door isn't open because we fell down here out of bounds.
Yeah, we did like
we need to do this to load in the next chapter.
Yeah.
Well, in this game, all the checkpoints are loaded at once, but the prison checkpoints are too far away to reach. So we need to complete the objectives as normal to reach the next chapter, which is prison.
Yeah, so we had like to activate the basement. By the way, I canceled the animation of the button by crouching. We're gonna see that a few times or so in the run.
Yeah, you're gonna see that a few times.
It's like
we're coming up here. There's a long cutscene, but we can skip that by quitting to the main menu and reloading the save.
That's the only cutscene in the game where the game like gives you the checkpoint after the cutscene at the beginning of the cutscene for some reason.
Yeah, it's the only cutscene in the game where the game does that, but we can abuse that to skip the cutscene.
It's pretty cool because it's the second longest cutscene in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the second longest true cutscene, so it's like runic, etc., but it's not like real cutscenes.
Yeah, they're not considered cutscenes because you can still technically move around during them, but you're locked in a room,
Well,
just waiting for something to end.
not in this category actually, but we'll see that.
Not in this category, but you'll see that later.
And here I
So
just
this is
did.
prison.
Like,
Prison is really hard.
kinda, yeah. I did a vault here to worldwide and just like exit this room earlier with my small hitbox. Like we said, you can worldwide with like doors, but you can do it with like a lot of things. It's really one of the easiest glitches to do in this run.
Yeah, it's one of the easiest glitches to do, and it's arguably the most broken in this game.
Yeah, that and door hop, it's really broken.
That and door hop.
And here I save warp back to the first checkpoint. So I'm gonna try to do prison without collecting any other checkpoint than this one to save warp at the end and do the next chapter like a bit faster. So here I'm getting like not out of bound and I'm jumping back in bounds. And I do the pause even though Alexis says it's cringe to the pause, but I don't care.
The pause is cringe. So you see him looking at that cobweb there, that's him recording a collectible out of bounds.
And another save and quit. Up. Let's go, first try.
Nice, first try. That's harder than it looks.
Yeah, you need to pause. I don't know how much frame you have to pause, but you need to pause when you're on an event so you can run from it and grab this ledge.
Yeah.
And here I'm just gonna do another ride while recording Chris to go at the end of the prison, even though I have like something else to grab afterward. Tuck.
So right now, this is the end of prison, but we're gonna skip back to the beginning of prison.
I mean, not really the beginning, but like the middle.
Well, the middle, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into these words like that. If it works, nice. I soft locked.
Nice.
I didn't get my jump. So I guess I'm gonna do that again.
That can happen sometimes if the timing's a bit wrong. It's a bit finicky. It's definitely a lot
Fuck.
harder than it looks.
Damn it, I failed the jump.
I think it helps if you go more right.
Uh,
In my experience,
maybe.
like I stand way more right than you do.
Actually, you know, try to do it like diagonally to do that. Here I'm gonna do the same thing. Like, there's a faster way to go in the shower, but it's kind of risky and you can like get killed. Fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
It's really
redo the
risky.
same thing. Oh, grab the door, please.
So since we already recorded Chris the first time, we don't need to do it again.
Yeah, the note conserves to save and quit.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
god.
conserved through saving quits.
Almost got stuck in the floor. Okay, so we're back at it. Okay, I got my jump here.
Nice.
And now I'm gonna do like kind of
Really
hard jump.
nice.
Where you jump through the wall like that by... I mean, I turned back, which did not see a chapter, and then I just spam jump.
That's really, really nice. Really, really clean. That's way harder than it looks.
And it's technically faster to go through the door, but there's a checkpoint right after, and as I said, like, I need to save warp back to do that right now, where I just, like, fall out of one in the next chapter.
Yeah, so the whole point of doing all those shenanigans in such a weird order was to dodge all of the checkpoints.
And now, like, I'm directly on the second checkpoint of this chapter, which skips, like, a long part where you need to, like, crouch and go in these sewers. And that also allows me to do this save warp again.
Yeah, so we need to backtrack here to get this document, but we can just save warp back. So sewers is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah, sewers is very straightforward. There's only 3 things that we need to collect here.
And
We
we're
already
ready.
got one of them.
So it's basically like an 80% IL with like 2 things.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing
Oh,
as
fuck.
80% IL.
I fell back.
Ooh. draft. We can recover this. You can recover this though.
Yeah, just gonna hope Chris is slow.
Yeah, Chris is really slow. The AI in this game is really bad.
So here I'm doing this other round to skip like the first part where you're supposed to like turn two valves and like lower the water level to access like later. Here's like one that you're supposed to climb back. Instead we're just like going out of one like that. It skips like way too much things.
Yeah, it skips climbing some ladders, turning some valves. It basically skips all the boring parts.
And here I'm recording a guy. This recording is kind of weird. You don't have to wait until you have the note. You just have to wait until like it says like Dr. Vernick. Like that. And you can exit even though you see I don't have the note in like the bottom right of my screen. And I got the artwork cancelled for some reason. It's kind of RNG here.
Yeah, that hard fall cancel's kind of RNG. So you can actually leave right after he says right, but it's really risky. So it's better to just wait a few more seconds.
No, it's Dr. Vernick when you say that.
Is it?
Yeah. You can really exit as soon as you say that. Here I like wait a bit more because I can't hear like perfectly with you in call, but it doesn't matter.
So we've got every collectible in sewers so far. Or not so far. We've got every collectible in sewers, so right now it's just a race to the end. We're gonna do a door hop here.
I also
to
got
skip some running.
I also got something called water hopes, where if you time like your first jump into water correctly, you can maintain a lot of speed.
I think it's frame perfect.
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
No, I don't think so. I got it way too often for it to be frame perfect, honestly. And here I do something called untro. So usually when we jump, there's a stagger, but if you jump after reload, like there's basically a second where you can jump without any stagger and saves like 0.6 seconds if you do 3 jumps every time.
Yeah, so this game is timed without the loading screens, so we can abuse that a lot more.
Yeah.
But since this is a marathon, we're not doing that too often.
Yeah, just doing like maybe like the 7 quit I just did with the Art of One is not really. I think it saved like 3 seconds, so maybe it lose 2 second RTA, but it's still like kind of worth doing it. Oh, I missed my side jump.
It's definitely easier, and it reduces some lag.
Yeah.
So Mail Ward, this is pretty hard.
Here you have 2 side jump. Fuck. Okay, I don't get my side jump. But if I got my side jump, I need to pause on like a certain frame. And basically, if I manage to pause on the right frame, which we'll see in a sec if I don't fail again, like that, like basically in this game, if you reload a wall and you're like in between the wall, like in the wall, the game doesn't understand and boost you up. Fuck. Okay, I'm forgetting the.
Yeah, basically, if you're halfway inside a wall, it just boosts you to the top most of the time.
This one is like the hardest one in the game, but there's like.
That is by far the hardest one in the game.
Damn it. Yeah, as you can see, it's like really dumb. But
it's definitely the hardest in the game, but it saves so much time. You just have to do it.
Yeah, here I pause preferred because I wasn't on the right frame. Okay, and now I can do it, I guess.
In some other categories, you can finish this chapter in 20 seconds. So
yeah, well, it's probably
using this glitch, but it's really hard.
Yeah, as opposed to like this chapter being the longest one, even longer than the last one, which is like really long because there's like a 4.5-minute cutscene that we're gonna skip. Actually,
yeah, this is the longest chapter in Glitchless, but we actually skip a lot of it in 100%.
Especially thanks to like a new skip that's been found like 3 months ago.
Yeah, there was a new skip found 3 months ago called Traeger Cutscene Skip. Normally there's like a 5-minute long cutscene with our friend Dr. Traeger. We're gonna skip that.
It's like
we don't wanna see him.
Yeah, kind of long. Even the skip is like a bit long to perform, but it saves like 3.5 minutes, so it's like completely worth.
Yeah, the cutscene is like 5 minutes, but the skip only saves 3.5.
Yeah, it's 4
because the
4
setup
minutes.
is so long.
It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds, but you know.
Same thing, same idea.
Current seconds kind of a lot. So here I recorded the not out of round. That's why like I was reloading, like uncrouching to like see the tables on fire, and then like I record this guy also. I'm actually like in the second part of the chapter right now. If you did the game casually, you're supposed to like turn on sprinklers, etc. But we're just gonna get those two things and get back like at the beginning of the chapter, so we don't have to go here later.
Yeah, so by leaning into that wall, you deload the level, and pausing the level loads it, or pausing the game loads the level back in, so we can use that to fall back out of bounds and be on top of the level.
You don't have to pause, but it's kind of risky to do it unpaused. It saves
You
like
don't have to pause, but it's really risky. Yeah,
yeah,
it's not worth it.
it saves a
It
second.
saves like maybe a second. Yeah.
I do it like on my
So,
run, but it's dumb.
so we're coming up to Traeger cutscene skip. The audio is gonna mess up. The audio is gonna mess up.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's the game.
So
And
here,
it's gonna sound really bad.
basically, I did like a wall ride by going into the crawl space like out of bounds. And it gives me like the smallest hitbox possible in this game, which is like kind of new. But thanks to that, I'm gonna be able to like backtrack and access the second floor, which was like Trigger cutscene was the only way to access the second floor before the skip. But now we can like completely do it without it. And here I'm by recording Trigger right now. He's dead, but we're gonna see him alive like in a minute.
Yeah, he's dead, but we're gonna see him alive again in a minute. Like nothing ever happened.
Good game, isn't it? Okay, and here I'm on the second floor, thanks to my small hitbox. And I just need to go like on the room where like Trigger is supposed to bring me.
Now, are you doing risky strat?
Yes.
Okay.
At least I'm gonna try.
So you have 3 tries to do this door hop in Traeger's room.
Ah, nice audio. Okay, got it.
Nice.
Okay.
That door hop is really hard.
Never mind. I'm just gonna do casually.
Alright, so the advanced strat, it only saves about 30 seconds.
Well, only 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's a lot, but for the difficulty level, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, because if you do the risky strat, basically you're gonna grab the document I'm gonna get after before Trigger comes in here, and you need to go back to get back before he comes, so you gets in out. It's like really tight.
There's also a chance that the game can soft lock.
Yeah, you can get stuck like on the pipe that I was trying to jump on. And if you do, you have to do the Trigger cutscene skip all again.
Yeah, and that loses like a minute.
But it's cool to watch.
So, if Traeger doesn't catch us here, we're gonna record him stabbing this guy.
So I can go now. And the audio is still messed up until like I save and quit, so don't worry, it's gonna get fixed in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, the audio is still gonna be messed up, but it's gonna be fixed very shortly. Unfortunately, we don't actually know why the audio messes up, but it messes up every time, and it sounds awful. Everybody hates it.
I think it's because of lag, because it messes up even more on console.
Yeah, on console it's even worse. It's actually so bad.
So here I got the note, and here I got like a wall ride by just like leaning through this wall. It's kind of weird. And then like I just pause like for that bound and pause buffer until I'm on the right frame, because if you go 1 frame too late, you're just gonna go through the ceiling and die from full damage. And I'm doing
that pause buffer is really hard. So we're gonna do another one of those lean into the walls to deload the level, and yeah. Oh, there's Father Martin, by the way.
Yeah. And here I save and
We don't
quit.
see him too much.
Yeah. Here I save and quit both to get like back to the checkpoint which save warp, but also because if you just go in courtyard without triggering these sprinklers, you're just gonna fall out of one until you void out, so we have to reload.
Yeah, doing the sprinklers objective is what loads the courtyard, but you can also load in courtyard by reloading the checkpoint.
And it's really useful because it's pretty much used in every glitch category.
Yeah, it's used in every glitch category.
Even like in inbounds, we can grab the checkpoint like while staying inbound, and it's great.
Yeah, the only category that doesn't do that is glitchless.
But glitchless.
Obviously, that's a glitch.
And here I did like the first major door hop, so I mean the first one we really see. So I basically opened the door and closed the door, I mean, and like release the door, and while it was closing, so it just makes the door lose all these collisions. So here I use it to just like come back quicker because I need to wall ride on the door.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Scun. You saw Scun jump in. That's because if you don't jump, walls in this game, when you have a small hitbox, they try to push you out of the wall, but jumping prevents you from being pushed out. And that wall is really bad for pushing you out.
Yeah, you can also do it by walking, but it's like super slow.
You can do it by walking, but it's way slower.
And here this save and quit like only says 0.6, as we say, it's only for intros, but I just do it because my sensitivity just get messed up really often and it goes to like 5 DPI and it's awful to play with 5 DPI.
Yep, so in this game, whenever the game lag spikes, your mouse sensitivity gets screwed up really bad. And it's awful. So we prevent that by quitting to the main menu and reloading the save.
And here I just did like a jump onto ledge. It just allows me to run on it, and it's really useful because it's like a really long ledge. It takes like 15 seconds to take casually.
Yeah, normally what you do is you go against the ledge and he puts his back against the wall and you slowly shimmy across it. But we can just run across it with a precise jump.
Up here, we're on this
So
sixth
female ward
chapter.
is pretty cool.
Yeah, coolest chapter, pretty much. We're just gonna
Female ward
grab
is the
one
coolest chapter.
everywhere. Here, I record this not out of bound, and believe it or not, this note is like actually easier to get out of bound than getting casually, because you
Yeah, that note is so bad to get casually. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, you just need to record someone in an elevator shaft, but like sometimes the game is just like, nah, you don't have a good angle, fuck you.
Yeah, the hitbox for recording it is really bad.
Why
It's so easy to get out of bounds, but inbounds it's horrible.
Yeah, out of one you just have to record at the same place every time and there's no wall in between you and the note, so let's go.
Yeah.
Here
So that's the door hop to skip running around some stuff.
yeah, and also that's why we got the not out of bound, because
Yeah.
we skipped this guy. And here I got the checkpoint and save warp back to just skip climbing back these stairs. And we're gonna see another boost up. This one is really easy. You just go here, side jump and pause, and you're in the wall basically. So it's useful to not like climb.
That's much easier than the one we saw in Male Ward. Much easier.
Yeah, it's basically like beginner strat. And I use that to record this not out of bound and go back in this room. Directly, it skips like, usually we did like, used to do a world ride and like do a ledge skip, like it was kind of not too hard, but kind of bad compared to what we do now.
Yeah, the old strat definitely wasn't hard, but this is way faster.
And actually way easier, if you ask me.
It is pretty easy too.
And here I just like got a world ride on this worker and watch backward, which deloads the chapter. It skips like all the second part where you're supposed to like lose your camera, get it back, and it's like really long. So now we're in the second to last chapter, the last interesting chapter, dare I say.
Yeah, there's one more chapter after this, and it's the worst one. We'll explain why later. We'll explain why. We'll explain why after this.
Actually, like this category is the one where it's the most interesting. Every other category is like really sucks for the last chapter. This one you at least get to collect some things.
Nah, any percent is the best.
Yes. Just do that again and again. So here I'm redoing the same door hop, and I just work here to like get stuck on this wall, and it can boost you up if you just hold backward afterward. And you're like at the really end of the chapter right now.
And that's a very easy boost up compared to the one we saw before.
You just have to not sprint, and it works basically.
Yeah, if you don't sprint, it works every time.
And if you sprint, you just go through the wall for some reason.
Yeah, if you sprint, you just fall out of bounds.
Oh. And here
So
I
we're
just
gonna
fall.
record this guy from out of bounds.
And after that, you just like fall and just pause again to reload the chapter. And we're at the beginning right now. And those are usable when you got off on, while usually they're closed and you can't like use those at all. You have to do like a big detour to go here. Oh, I didn't use the outward. Like this is like really uncommon. Honestly, first time it happened to me.
Oh, nice! You didn't get hard landing.
Yeah, it never happened before.
That never happens.
I've seen it once, like on Flex stream, but that's it.
Yeah, so this is the longest recording in the game. We just have to sit here and record this projector for like a minute.
Yeah,
There's
basically,
not really much to talk about.
it's just Dr. Vernick, which is like one of the character we'll see in a sec that speaks about the experiment he did about on people and like lead tumors on the brain or something like that. Kind of weird lore on this game.
Yeah, I don't entirely know the lore on this game, even though I've played it for so long.
I mean, just Miles coming to SRM to investigate and get stuck, and that's it.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
And we're almost done. We're just gonna wait once again until he says like specific line.
So once he says ecstatic rage, we can leave.
Yeah. Actually, like you can leave a bit before, but here I like turned back, so I'm recorded a bit longer than I should.
Yeah, just playing it a bit safe.
Bro. What? Okay, I never got stuck on that though. Usually you can just like run straight forward
That
and
happens to me like every time. I don't know why.
weird. Yeah, it never
So
happened
now
to me.
we're gonna be at the end of the chapter in a second by doing this door hop.
We're gonna see Father Martin that we've seen
Yeah,
basically
so Father Martin is one of the main characters in this game, but we just haven't seen him this whole game.
we're just gonna see him die right now.
Yeah, well, we just met him and we're already gonna see him die.
So basically like he's like a self-proclaimed priest or something like that, and we're supposed to be like his apostle. I think it's called like that in English. I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
And like he on the world game, like he wants us to stay on the island. That's why like he cuts the light at the beginning of admin. Then the cutscene we skipped, he was like gonna, how do you call that? Uh, like before prison.
Yeah, so he basically drugs you.
Yeah, to keep you and everything, but well, now he's
Yeah,
just dead.
basically this guy wants us to stay around. We don't want to stay around. And now he's like, screw this, I'm dead. So he decides that the best way to die is to crucify himself.
Nah, it's not enough. He needs to put fire on himself.
Yeah, and his apostles over there, you can't really see them, but they're gonna light him on fire.
Oh,
We actually aren't gonna see that
yeah.
because we can leave before that.
Yeah, I actually like stayed a bit longer once again to be safe. And if I don't
Yeah.
get time, I will get mad, but yeah, I'm sure I do.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I got the note. And here I
Nice.
did like a wall right to just backtrack, and okay, I got the jump. Here I'm going to do like 2 boost up. Wait, no, actually 1. It's not a whole chapter, I'm down. This boost up is like really easy.
Yeah.
You just look left. And it didn't work. What?
What?
It never happened.
I've never seen that.
Well,
I've never seen that.
I guess we're doing it again.
I don't know.
Yeah, usually you
I
just
think
look
you
left and
I
it
think
works.
you turned left too early.
I don't know, I was Alfred 32
So
use
I lied. We actually are gonna see him on fire back there.
for a bit. But yeah,
For a bit, but we're about to leave.
we're just gonna do the same thing here, like wall right to get through this shelf and like through this hole in the wall quicker. And I fall.
Yeah, so with our small hitbox,
Damn
we
it.
can fit through small gaps.
Everything goes down the drain right now.
Yikes.
Up. Bruh. Nice
Bruh.
run.
Nice run.
It's alright.
Do you have the timer on your screen?
No.
You see your time.
Oh yeah, I mean I see my time and like 2 minutes behind. Almost 4.
Oh. 2
Bruh.
minutes behind isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, this Redditor hates me, I guess.
Ooh, yeah, I would definitely take that last part safe.
Don't
So
worry.
like I was talking about before in Courtyard, walls will try and push you out if you run in them.
Yeah, I'm actually like holding left all this time, but sometimes it's not
Yeah,
enough.
but it's not enough sometimes. It helps if you look in the wall, but that's really slow. Jumping helps too, but again, that doesn't really work here
Okay,
because of the way that the geometry is.
so fuck. So here it closes for some reason. Okay, like that. So that should have happened first. It didn't for some reason, but if you just look left, the wall load, and you can jump like pretty far in the lab compared to what you do usually.
So we're going on to everybody's favorite chapter, Underground Lab.
Let's go.
This is everybody's favorite chapter.
So
And that's a lie. Everybody hates this.
this is like a chapter with like one glitch that saves.
This chapter has one glitch.
Actually, it saves like 25 seconds in this calorie, so it's quite nice. But except that, there's like basically 2 skips, or maybe 3, but
Well,
one saves 2 seconds.
There's the Superman.
Yeah, and
the cutscene skip at the end, but.
And Freezer also, but it saves 2 seconds. You know.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
This Underground Lab is the most in this category. This is the most interesting this chapter is.
Yeah, because usually you just
in
like.
every other category, this chapter is way worse.
Usually you just like run into open doors, run.
This is just cutscene simulator.
Here we
in any percent, you skip from the first chapter of the game, specifically the first 15 seconds.
Yep.
You skip from the first 15 seconds to the last chapter, and it's any percent is 8 minutes.
Yeah,
But half of that is cutscenes.
I guess we can. I guess we can show that at the end of the run really quick.
Yeah, we can definitely show that. We can definitely show that at the end of the run real quick.
And here I'm gonna do a skip. Okay, so if you clip through this door, in other category it saves like 0.2, 0.3 seconds, so it's really dumb. But here I skipped like 3 things, so 2 documents and 1 note that I can get during this cutscene. So it saves time instead of getting it before and getting stuck on this room. It's like way faster. And also since if you saw, I spawn on this checkpoint, while usually you spawn like all the way at the end of like this hallway, like right here. So it also skips those 2. Fuck, I can't record it. Like that. Yeah, you can ask a question, chat. And now I'm just gonna do a wall ride, so the wall ride that saves like 0.2 seconds. Always worth to do it.
Yeah, that's a lot of time for any percent. 0.2 is a lot of time for any percent in this game.
Yeah.
Any percent is extremely optimized in this game.
Yeah, as we said, lab is just like running, and any percent is like 99% lab. So, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, lab comes down to taking corners tight, b-hopping.
No, not b-hopping. Don't do that, please.
Don't b-hop. Everybody hates b-hopping, but...
Yeah, honestly, I never did a single b-hop in this game.
Yeah, b-hopping in this game is really bad. It's frame perfect, it's really inconsistent, and it saves like 0.2 every b-hop you do.
Yeah, as we said earlier, like way earlier in sewers, if you jump, like you have a stagger, except when you reload, but actually if you jump like on the right frame, on the right frame where you hit the ground, you can like maintain your speed, but it's like really dumb.
It's really dumb.
And honestly,
I think it's frame perfect, or like sub-frame perfect, like less than a frame.
And also, honestly, it looks really bad. You just jump in a row.
It looks really bad. You're just jumping the entire run.
So yeah, I'd rather run. And here, the note to not forget, because if you don't get it right now, you can get it later.
You get it.
So if you play this gallery, never forget the ball.
Never forget the big ball note.
And we
saw... will you be attempting stairs strat?
No, I don't know how to do it. And it's bad.
So there's I'll explain it when we get to it.
Yeah. But there's a really hard strat that saves like 5 seconds.
Yeah, there's a really hard strat called stairs strat. It saves 5 seconds if you get it perfectly, but like I said, it's really hard, and sometimes you can get stuck.
And you can
lose a lot of time.
Yeah, really easy to lose time with it.
It's really easy to lose time with it, but 5 seconds is a lot in underground lab.
And
Like I said
here,
before,
amazing
is
skip. We just like vault here and jump on this barrel. Skips going back on the stairs.
yeah, that skips running down those stairs.
That's like the kind of skip that lab has. It's really, really dumb.
Yeah, this chapter is. If anybody can find any kind of skip in this chapter, I will love you forever. Like literally, please somebody find something. I have looked in this chapter for hours, and I can't find anything. No one can find anything.
Oh my god.
So there's a strat. So we're coming into this tall staircase room right here. Now we can jump on top of these railings here, and jumping on top of those railings, as funny as it sounds, it actually does save 5 seconds if you don't get stuck. But
Yeah,
it's really, really hard, and it's
both.
really easy to get stuck.
Yeah, it saves time because you can cut corner like quicker, and also it skips this animation that I'm gonna get here. You can just like jump on this without getting any grab.
Yeah, you can turn sooner when you're on the railings, and the most of the time save comes from those turns.
Yeah.
But you do skip the climbing animation at the end too.
If you just climb the railing at the end, it doesn't save any time, even though you skip the grab animation.
Yeah, the jumping backwards onto the railing actually loses a lot of time, which is why I'm shocked that that saves time. So this is Superman jump. This is the first real skip.
And pretty much the only one.
And pretty much the only one. So we can skip running back down those stairs by
I missed a bit.
doing some precise jumps on these railings, and we can hit the cutscene. Oh no!
It's not too big. Like I lost like 3 seconds, but it saved like 15 because usually you go back into the contamination room and it's like dark hallway and it skips all of that.
So you can actually jump directly into the cutscene, but unfortunately, Stun missed it this run.
Yeah, I thought she raining, so I land on the catwalk, but it's not too big. And here is like,
you jumped up just a bit too late.
I missed it. Here I could have canceled the outfall by holding against the wall and jumping at the right time. But I wasn't looking enough into the wall. It's not too big, it takes 2 seconds if you get it.
Yeah, and you can skip pressing that handprint by crouching as soon as you interact with it. Like we talked about before with skipping the button presses. If you just press crouch, you can skip the animation. Saves a second or two.
Oh, I think here it's like 0.2. But it's free, so no reason to not get it.
Easy.
But actually,
this is basically the end of the game. This is the final cutscene.
If we are unlucky, we're gonna be crouched right here and it's gonna lose 8 seconds.
Yeah, that's called baby legs. It looks really funny, but it does lose a lot of time.
I think it happens because, like, it doesn't happen because you're like stuck under the, like, it's this sort of table.
Yeah. You're like stuck under the thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But okay, it's alright.
We can skip a cutscene right here. Normally, you have to climb up those stairs, and what happens is he stumbles and he falls, and
like we're gonna see right now.
Yeah. And climbing over that railing just skips that first falling cutscene.
And it's actually like
it saves a little bit of time.
Yeah, it takes 10 seconds and it's like really free. You just have to jump against the railing and you get it every time.
Yeah.
It's really, really dumb.
Time ends here when our hand touches the floor.
Yep. And it's gonna be like, I don't know, 39 minutes RTA, which isn't too bad for no reset, especially with all the spaghetti.
For a marathon run, especially with
and
all
time.
the shenanigans that happened.
Yeah, in Return to Admin. And now we just have to check if we have everything. So here say 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We have all the notes.
Nice.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. And we have 100% of the game.
Nice. We got 100%. So that's Outlast 100%.
And now, as promised, we're just gonna show you any percent the main skip of the game.
Yep. The main skip of the game. This is called Bush Skip, and it's really, really funny.
So remember how we remember the beginning of Lab, and you're gonna understand pretty quick why this game is broken.
Yeah, so remember how we talked about before how all the checkpoints were loaded at once?
Oh, I didn't got it. So if you jump on this bush, like it's kind of precise. I got it first right here, but it's like really precise to get. If you play any percent, you reset it every time on this.
Yeah, this is you reset in the first 10 seconds.
But basically,
Half the
if you
time.
jump like on this sort of collision and boost you up, bro, I don't get the checkpoint.
Bruh.
Okay,
Don't sprint off the bush. Don't sprint off the bush.
yeah,
You're sprinting off
I
the
think
bush.
I'm not also not looking at the exact right spot.
That looks right, but you just shouldn't be sprinting off the bush, yeah.
I don't know. I always do sprints honestly. Okay, so this should work if I hit the checkpoint. Yeah, here you see I got like the saving on the bottom left, and you basically like spawn right here, and here is the old way where you just like trigger the alarm and get curious. So that's basically any
Yeah,
percent,
that's any percent. That's any percent in this game.
the
The
most
only
boring
difference
category.
between what we just showed you and what any percent is you don't have to get those collectibles.
Yeah,
That's the only difference.
that's pretty much it. So yeah,
Yeah, lab is the same in every category. There's no significant skips. And
yeah,
because there's a lot, because door hopping doesn't do anything, because there's so many invisible walls, there's no way to unload the level,
yeah.
there's no way to get on top of the level.
It's really dumb.
It's just really unfortunate.
But yeah. Anyway, I hope you liked this commentary, and
Yeah.
yep, that's it.